She must be on by 9:30, but you know how it goes. Avery didn't get up until she took a really good nap today. I don't remember what time she laid down. I guess it was probably about 3, right, when I came on. Well, anyway, she slept a long time. So anyhow, so I'm here now. I made it. And I have other work that I have to get done. So yeah, I mean the last couple of days have been pretty productive for me, but I don't know. I feel like I always have stuff to do. I don't know if everybody else feels like that, but that's how it is here. Anyhow, all right. First person here is anonymous. How did Julie and the Libra feel about seeing me tonight? I think he was happy to see you. I think that he was happy to see you. It was a good situation. There's ambition and intuition around it. So listen to your intuition. There could be a new beginning on the horizon. Looks good. Communication may pick up too between the two of you. Jay, what's next between me and Brianna, the Aries? You should feel like the relationship has kind of come back a little bit more into balance. Communication picks up. Out of the blue, you may be seeing each other more. You got a long-term commitment around this situation. Just try to hang in there a little bit. Sister. I know, I missed you too. So I was going back and forth with the potential donor for the last couple of months. A couple of times he said that he wasn't sure if he wanted to move forward because I was ready to commit to a day. He told me he's not moving forward. Was it my fault? Did I dodge a bullet? It wasn't your fault. I think you did dodge a bullet, and I think you have a new beginning. I think you're going to find somebody relatively soon. You got happiness coming out. I think this is going to happen for you sooner than you think. Yeah, I think whatever happened, it's probably for the best. Somebody else is coming in, and they come in kind of strong. And it's like a new beginning is on the horizon, and things are going to fall into place. Sepia, general. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life. You got success coming in around a new journey that you may be starting around work or business. Money's coming in. I think that you said you were looking for a new job or starting a new job. Whatever it is, it's positive. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Communications coming in from a romantic interest. And things are changing for you for the better quickly. No longer feeling so stuck and listening to your intuition. Or intuition is heightened. Talia, BP's next actions. Communication comes in and things seem to move forward pretty quickly. The energy around the situation is kind, caring, sincere, and loving, and there could be a commitment on the horizon. I don't know if this is a romantic interest. If it isn't, it could turn into one, or if it's just a friendship, it could be long-term potential. But whatever it is, it's positive. I think that you'll be happy with it. Oh, I look fabulous. Thank you. I don't know why. I always feel like this one, the blue one, is the same. But this one and the unicorn one, I kind of feel like it doesn't sit on my head right. I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. And I hated it when I first got it, but now I kind of like it. It's kind of different. Anyhow. Sepia, love. love cup is full. Got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities around love. You may be feeling undecided about something or someone, but you're no longer holding yourself back. Could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You may be letting anxiety go, letting disappointments go, and moving forward for cause for celebration. Got a wish that's going to come true around your love life. Simran, relationship energy currently between HD and GG. Energy's not great. Not great. Somebody may be very anxious and thinking about walking away. Somebody may be feeling like they're being held back or they're stuck, or they just may not feel like it's going anywhere. Like it's kind of stuck and stagnant. It's not wonderful. Sister F, the other reader that I was friends with who wanted me to use her deck but didn't want mine. She's no longer interacting with me, no longer looking at my Instagram stories, and I feel triggered by her. Should I delete her from my Instagram? I think anyone that makes you feel bad, you should delete. But let's see what the cards say. Yeah, you could delete her. I don't think, especially if it's making you feel bad or it makes you feel like it brings up bad energy, yeah, delete her. Sepia Williams, thoughts of me for love and next. Thinks highly of you, Empress. Empress energy, love, money, abundance, fertility, prosperity. It looks like the hard work that you put into the situation should come back to you. And he's looking for things to move forward. He wants to make it to the top of the mountain. He's looking for success. He may be a little bit stagnant. He may not always do the right thing, but his intentions are good and he wants romance to move forward. So let's see what happens with this guy. UAF General for November. Well, it looks like you've got moving forward towards greener pastures, feeling like some good karma is coming back to you. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. Feeling better compensated and better respected around work. And you got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Things look pretty good in November. Feeling prepared. Anxiety is moving into the past. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries is always a good thing. And you have money coming in. Nine of Pentacles. Money's flowing to you. Not bad. Simran, what did he think and feel about my reply? Okay, I don't know what you said, and I don't know what you were talking about, but the cards indicate that he was pleased with your reply, and there'll be more communication that follows. Even if it's not tonight, there's communication coming in. Being guided by the divine, and he feels like he's got choices now. So ultimately, whatever the reply was, it was positive, and there's more to come. UAF, will the management for the new apartments change? Will the management for the new apartments change? Yeah. Yes, there should be a change. And hopefully they're a little bit more on top of things. Sepia, my friend Siobhan continues to say hurtful and mean things to me. This time I'm done with her. What's next between us? That's it. I would just be done with her. You know, we don't need, like, we have enough outside influences that could make us feel bad. We don't need people in our inner circles to do that. We don't need that. We got enough happening. I would, and I wouldn't, this is just, it has nothing to do with the cards, just my suggestion. Don't make a big deal. Just back away from the situation slowly. Just, like, back out of it. If you've been feeling a little stuck or like you don't know what to do, don't do anything. Just kind of back away from the situation. Because, you know, she says hurtful things to you because it's like one of those situations where, like, she doesn't feel great about herself or about her life, so she wants to make you feel bad too because misery loves company. Well, we can all bring each other down, or we can all help lift each other up. I'd rather see you surround yourself with people that lift you up rather than bring you down. So I would just back away slowly. And she'll take notice. She's not going to like to feel rejected. So when you kind of disappear a little, she may start to be nicer to you. I hate that. Sister, I don't see the question yet. Oh, there it is. The Taurus that I've been talking to, he's always depressed, venting to me. Told me today he's afraid when his mom dies that he'll be alone. My fear, but I don't want a depressed, needy person. I told him that I can't be there for him with things like that. Also triggering since both my parents are sick. I'm not attracted to him, but I feel bad. He was so hurt. Why do I feel obligated to him? Yeah, that's funny because I feel obligated to people too. I think some people are just like that. You feel bad, you don't want to hurt somebody, right? You know how it feels to be hurt, and you don't want to hurt somebody who's also probably a pretty nice guy. It's just, it's just not there. I would feel obligated too. And that's the thing. It's like other people don't feel obligated to us. So you don't have to, like, I know that you feel bad because I would feel bad too, but it's not there. It's more work than it is, like, it's not even. You know what I'm saying? It's like you would be the one that would always be there listening to his shit. He's having a hard time coming to terms with whatever it is, which I think most people have a hard time with that kind of stuff. But you have your own stuff and you don't even really, you're not attracted to him. If you were attracted to him, it would be different. But yeah, he's not getting his wish. I think that he really likes you, but you know what? The love's not, like, I think he likes you, but if you're just not feeling it, he's hurt, but he'll get over it. You know what? We've all been through it. You're listening to your intuition, and I think you made the right decision. Your perseverance will pay off. The hard work that you've put out into the universe when it comes to love comes back to you in a situation that you want to be in, and then you'll be happy, and you'll have the support that you need, as well as be there for the new person that comes in, or whoever it is. I know. I I had two blind dates in my life. The first guy, I don't remember what he looked like. I wasn't attracted to him, but he had like a really stupid personality, and like I just couldn't wait for the date to be over. This was like really long time ago. This was like after that whole Matt situation, where I just felt like I was willing to just go out with anybody just because I didn't want my energy around with him anymore. And that guy, of course, kept emailing me. He didn't have my number, but I was like, it would figure. I gave him an excuse and whatever. But then the second guy, I don't know. I just don't think. I think that what I described myself to him, I think he had a different image in his head. I don't know. I said that I had red hair and blue eyes and that I was, 5 feet tall. I don't know. I feel like he thought, maybe because he was kind of on like the preppier side, I think he thought that I was going to be kind of preppy. I don't know why. And maybe because that's the way he looked. He was cute. He was good looking. And what attracted me to him is that he worked for the ASPCA. But I could tell when I walked up to him that he was like not happy with me. Like I could see it in his face that he was like, I don't know, like I don't know. I just don't know. But anyway, so the date was me listening to him complain about how his father's an alcoholic and he left the house with all this money and he left his mother broke and he can't leave his mother. And I was like, this is too much. I knew I was never going to hear from him again, but I felt the same way. Like, I can't sit here and listen to this. Like, it's very depressing. And you don't want to surround yourself with people that are going to bring you down. Like I said to I think it was Sepia, we have enough reasons to be down. We don't need extras. So I know you feel bad, but it's too bad for him. Anonymous, me and Julian the Libra. Not sleeping. Go to sleep. Well, slow and steady wins the race with you and Julian. But I would be prepared for things to move forward somewhat, or for at least communication to pick up. I don't know how often you speak to him, but looks like communication's picking up. And it does look like he's around the picture. I don't know what your relationship is to him, but communication is going to pick up, and he may be putting in a little bit more effort than you've seen in the recent past. Anonymous, me and Jaden Sagittarius. You might be you may be feeling a little bit like he's kind of a little deceitful, but I don't think he outright lies. I think that he just may like leave things out, or yeah, I don't think you may just get like the impression that he's lying a lot. He could be a little deceitful, or he could be a little misleading. But between you and him, there is good communication coming in. There's a new journey on the horizon. And you should be seeing one another relatively soon. But you may be feeling like, I don't know, like you're not trusting him so much as we move forward, like towards the end of the year. Anonymous, is Julian, the Libra, and his girlfriend still together? And if so, how are they doing? I don't think that they're still together. I think somebody's walked away from the connection. Anonymous, what's going to happen if I text Julian Libra tonight? Will he respond back? I have a question to ask him. I think he's going to respond back. Yeah. There's communication coming in between you and him. It's picking up. If he doesn't respond to you tonight, he'll respond to you tomorrow, because communication's picking up between the two of you. Lydia, is Leo returning? Leo's around, yeah. And you should be hearing from him soon. Maybe within the next couple of days, you may even see him. Sister, why is F acting creepy to me? Uh-oh. This person has got like shit's going on in their life, and they're taking it out on you. Like they've been recently disappointed. They're feeling burdened by the weight of the world. They feel like life isn't going anywhere. They feel very weak. They feel like they're sitting around waiting for things to happen and nothing is happening. regardless of what they're saying, I don't think that they're in a good place. I don't know what they're saying, but they may be very manipulative, or they may be trying to manipulate things. I think misery loves company, and that this person's trying to bring you down because they're down. I would just, I wouldn't give them so much, I would give them very little energy. We spoke every day about everything for the last year, and then she turned on me when I grew on TikTok and wanted an equal exchange. See, that's the thing, right? Okay, so now you have something that you're successful in, and she's jealous of it. Rather than just being happy for the person and realizing that there is enough to go around for everyone, you don't need to compete with one another. She's not a big enough person. And if that's what the fuck is so funny with these people, it's like they're so eager to be like spiritual, but they're not, because you wouldn't be competing with other people. Like, to me, right, and it was a law of attraction thing that I learned from one of the teachers. If you notice success with somebody else, then you can be successful yourself. So why should this person be jealous of your success on TikTok? They should feel motivated by that. Look at how successful that she's become in a short period of time. I could do that. And there's enough people in this world to go around that you could all have your own people, and you may not even cross paths with each other's people. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just can't get into that competitive thing. And that reminds me of the fucking yoga teachers I used to work with. Oh, I had 57 people in my class. Oh, she only had 36. Who cares? Who cares? We all work for the same company. What's the difference? Oh, it drives me nuts. Lydia, is either Mac the Cancer or Brad the Cancer returning? I think they both are. Let's see. Yeah, but you got the first card that comes up around you is Cancer. And somebody is coming in here to make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Somebody else may be feeling disappointed. I'm wondering if, excuse me, if you have a water sign and then you have a Cancer. These could both be two Cancers. I'm wondering if they both reach out to you on the same night and you're with one person and then the other one gets disappointed because they can't see you. They're both around. And so is that Leo. There's also an Aries here and a Sagittarius. They've got a lot of energy happening. It's a good thing. Mariana, general for the month of November, good and bad. Okay, you've got a new job opportunity possible. You also have some financial stability coming in, and you may be laying down the law, setting up boundaries with people in your life. Divine timing is guiding you, and you're feeling very ambitious. Could have an argument or disagreement with somebody close to you that could be upsetting. You may be feeling undecided about this person, or you may be feeling undecided about somebody close to you. It could be two different situations. You may be feeling a little concerned with money or finances towards the end of the month. You have choices coming in, which is positive. The hard work that you put into work is going to produce a lot of money. Don't be afraid to roll up your sleeves and get things done. And your intuition is heightened. Overall, I think it's a pretty good month. Sister, I don't see it yet, so I'm going to do Simran. Has Gigi ever talked about me to HD in the past? I don't think so. And no, I don't think, if they did speak, it was not about anything of real significance or of anything of importance. But I don't think that they spoke about you or said anything. Simran, what does he feel and think about me currently? seems to think that you're kind, caring, sincere, well-grounded. May think that you're very smart, intelligent, stable, and practical. Thinks that you're successful, you have a lot of potential. And may think that you're a fun person to be around, who you've got a good personality, or you're pleasant company. Georgia, next few days. The hard work that you put into business career is going to come back to you. Feeling well compensated, well appreciated, and you have some passion coming in. Stepping into your own strength serves you well. It also looks like you have money coming in. 9 of Pentacles, you're no longer holding yourself back. Cause for celebration comes in around success, around finances. Sister, I got a reading recently. I've been thinking about A. The guy before S, I've been feeling his energy. He was my first true love, but the reader only picked up on S and said that S was more in my energy field. But I don't want to be connected to S at all. Is this true? She said she doesn't see reconciliation with A. What do you say? Okay. No, I think that you could reconnect with him. Maybe not right now. Maybe that's why she's not seeing it and it's not in the immediate future. But there is possibility of reconnecting with this person at some point. And when that happens, things could move forward quickly. I think that S is still in your energy, or he's still around too. But if you don't want to connect with him ever again, you don't have to. You'll have that choice. Same thing with A. The situations may come back, and it will be your choice whether or not you want to reconnect with this person. But I don't see the reconciliation happening immediately, so maybe that's why. But I do think you're going to have a chance to reconnect. Sister, I feel like this guy thinks that we're soulmates because we're both struggling emotionally with loneliness. But this depression and problems are so triggering for me. I feel like even though I struggle, I do help myself, and I don't unleash on anyone else other than people that I'm paying for help. But I'm questioning myself. I'm triggered by him because he reminds me so much of myself. Is it wrong not to want someone like me? No, I first of all, I totally agree with this. I always say the same thing. I'll pay for my advice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go to my friends. I don't go to, like, I'll go to somebody that I'm paying because I feel the same way. Like, yeah, no, I agree with you, and I don't think that you're wrong. Let's see what the cards say. No, I think that you're right, and I think the cards agree. I would say if you were in an established relationship with somebody and they were going through a rough moment, you know, I don't know, they had a sick parent or whatever the situation was, that would be a different situation. But for somebody that you're not in an established relationship with and they're just unloading all their problems on you, no, I don't. I think that at the very best case scenario, the relationship would go out of balance anyway. So it can't all be one-sided. So yeah, no, I think that you made the right decision with that guy. And I think that you don't have to settle, you know, like you don't have to settle because he's lonely and you're lonely. You know, it's like you could be with somebody and still be lonely because you're not getting, like, emotionally your needs met. And I don't feel like that. I feel like you made the right decision. So don't worry about it. Although I know I would feel bad too. And then I would think, nobody ever felt bad for me. Nobody ever felt bad for me when they were saying mean things to me or they were pushing me out of their life or whatever. Nobody ever felt bad for me. So why do I feel bad? Right? Like, nobody ever cared. Nobody ever gave a shit when they made me feel like crap. Sister, last question. That's fine. I'm supposed to do a collab with another reader. I really like her, but every time I've done this, it blows up on me. I really do well working on my own, but I like the connection we have. Is it okay? think it's okay. You got the 10 cups full around it. Yeah, I would say give it a shot. Go for it. See what happens. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't do it. But I know how you feel about like that's why I always feel like business partners are not a good idea. Because I feel like even when people mean well and their intentions are good, it's very difficult. But I would give it a shot. I think you guys could be successful. One more. Um, and she's a meditation teacher. One day I asked her what deck was of another creator, and she goes, who knows? And when she went to that creator's page, she bought a bunch of decks when she didn't want mine, and it made me seem like she didn't care to discuss those decks. That's so bizarre. I think it's so bizarre that somebody wouldn't want something. Like why wouldn't you want something? I don't get it. Well, I think that maybe she didn't want to discuss the decks because, like you said, she didn't take one from you and she took it from this other person. I'm going to sneeze. But, I don't know if I'm going to sneeze. Like, the energy around the situation is so weird because why wouldn't you want a gift from somebody? Like, it's just, it's like, it's stupid on her part. Like, what's the big deal? And it's almost like she's caused this like weirdness between the two of you for no reason. She could have just accepted the deck and then she wouldn't feel bad about using other people's decks. I mean, I don't know, like there's doesn't seem to be a clear reason why she didn't want it. Like there's nothing wrong with it. And even if there was something wrong with it, or if she didn't like it or whatever, she could just not use it. But why wouldn't you take it? I would still take it. Like if somebody offers something, I don't know. I think that like she's very strange, and I think she does feel weird about using the other person's deck. And the funny thing is that I don't even think she really likes that other person. She's got like negativity around and arguments around that other person. You know, people can be just so strange. Like I can't think of a good reason as to why you wouldn't want something. Like why wouldn't I accept something? The only time that I would still accept it, but I would feel awkward, is if I knew that somebody was spending a lot of money on something. I don't like that. But I don't get that that's the impression from her. I get the impression from her that she's just strange and she just causes drama for no reason. And then she feels weird because she's using somebody else's deck and not yours when she just could have accepted the deck. Like it's her that's weird. You didn't do anything wrong. And it's weird that like yeah, like I can't figure out why she wouldn't. There's no good reason for not accepting it. But you know what? She wants to be weird. Let her be weird. You know, you don't have to deal with it. And she doesn't want to talk about the other decks because she feels strange because she's using something. Yeah, wait, she should have just, yeah, because it causes drama for no reason. Anonymous, last one. Does Julia know that I dated Jaden after I dated him? They were friends, and I knew, but I can't help that I have a type and they look a lot alike. Or does he care that I did? Well, I don't know that it would stop him from like anything happening in the future for the two of you, but he does care that you dated him. Yeah, like or if he knows. It's going to come out if he doesn't know that you dated him, and he's going to feel an awkwardness. He may get past it, but he'll probably say something about it. Yeah, there'll probably be a Fool in reverse, there'll probably be a conversation about it. It's not a big deal. Like, it's not going to be like a make or break kind of a thing, but there'll be something that comes up around it. Mario, is the Pisces returning? I think the Pisces returns. Mario, next 14 days. Next 14 days, you've got some success coming in around work or business. Feeling well balanced, feeling like you're being well compensated and treated well. Your perseverance pays off. You also have a love connection coming in here. You got the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility, but I'm seeing a fire sign come in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So Pisces may have some competition because you've got the love cup full and you're calling the shots as we move forward. Let's see what happens over the next 14 days. Lydia, what's going on with the Libra? Is he coming back? I think I skipped you, yeah. Yeah, the cards read like the Libra is still around. I don't know when the last time was that you saw him, but listen to your intuition. You could be hearing from him relatively soon. You've got choices around you, and you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Got a Capricorn here, too. Was there always a Capricorn around you, or is this somebody new? This may be somebody new. Libra, Leo, 2 Cancer, and Aries and a Sagittarius are around, just from what I've seen tonight. Mario, messages from the Pisces to me. Well, I would say that she may be feeling like she's very stuck. She could tell you that. She may tell you that she's feeling like she's waiting for her ship to come in. She's lacking perseverance, and she's kind of shutting down emotionally. But yet, she is like classic stalker. She's like, she wants to be chased, and she also wants to know what you're doing. So I think that she watches you. I think that she's driven past your house and that kind of stuff. And she's really like, it's almost like she's chasing her tail all the time, because it's like things could move forward with you and her, but she like plays games and she's exhausting herself. Anyhow. Mario, oh, I did that one. Sister, oh my God, thank you. I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm just whatever. What I'm really doing is I'm using them to make shorts for YouTube, um, from this channel, and I'm just playing around with it. Whatever happens, happens. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Lydia, $5 for the. I did skip you, so if you want to ask another question, send it with purple hearts. Cosmic. What's the reason for the delay for Marco not texting me, or am I overthinking? You're definitely overthinking. Just give it a little bit of time. Things are going to change for the better quickly. Simran, a relationship energy between PA and GG. This relationship's pretty good. Things are moving forward. The energy is like the hard work that they both put in, they get out. This situation is pretty well balanced. Perseverance is, things are moving forward. This looks good. The Fool is here, which means there could be a new journey on the horizon. Georgia, the Virgo's thoughts of me this time. Thinks you're hardworking, smart, intelligent. The love cup is full. Thinks that you're intuitive, creative, unique. Could be a romantic interest here with this card. And communication may be picking up between the two of you. This kid, want to go to sleep? Ash, fell in love with this man. I don't know if he wants me or if we'll ever have anything together. I want to know, where will this all go with D? Okay, let's see. Well, the situation right now does look like it's very unbalanced. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. You may feel like you're the only one that's in this situation. Listen to your intuition. I don't see much moving forward right away, but there is opportunity for a new beginning as we get more into, like, towards maybe the middle of, end of November, beginning of December, heading in towards, like, the winter time. And then communication could pick up and things could start to move forward. I don't see a whole lot of romance here. It kind of makes me a little bit concerned when you say that you fell in love with this man, but you don't know if, like, I don't know what your relationship is. So if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're in love with someone who is not really part of your life, like somebody who you know, like, from work, or maybe you know him through, I don't know, like, the best situation I can describe is, years ago I had this crush on somebody I knew from a local bar. And I felt like I was in love with him. And I really felt like there was something between us. And there was nothing. Anyway. So at the time, I didn't know any of this. Like, it took me years to uncover why I felt that way about him. Because how could I be in love with somebody who I never had a relationship with? Like, I never dated him. I just knew him through the bar. So I knew his personality when he was drunk. Like, but he was funny. He was charismatic. I thought he was attractive then. Now, I don't really find him attractive. But anyway, he's okay. Anyhow, when situations like that arise, they're usually connected to some sort of a soul wound and some form of escape. So at the time, I had just broken up with my boyfriend. He and I had been together for a couple of years. My mother had just died. He and I had gone through a really bad year. My grandfather died, my mother died, my cousin was killed, his brother was killed. It was just craziness, right? So not realizing it at the time that I was going through all this crazy stuff, the idea that I had of him in my head, the guy that I was in love with, it was like a fantasy. And it was like an escape from reality. And for whatever reason, it was him, because he wasn't going to be interested in me. And I was destined to open up a wound, a soul wound. So I always get skeptical when people are in love with people that they're not in a relationship with. Because that tends to be more of like soul wounds and fantasy, but not fantasy that, like, the feelings are very real. Like, I was very hurt when he wasn't interested in me. I really thought that there was more that was going to happen between us. I really felt this. But now that I've gone through years of, like, why did this, not just for him, but like situations like that. Situations like that come up all the time. Like, I met this person and I feel this connection, right? Meanwhile, the person has either no idea or you're just totally not on the same page. Why does that happen? Those feelings are very real for the person that's experiencing it, but yet it's not really reality. So I would just check in with yourself with, like, what is it that's making you feel like you're so in love with this person? Because in order for love to develop, you really need to know somebody. And, like, I didn't know him. Like, I didn't know what his favorite food was or what his favorite color was, or what he'd like to go, where he'd like to go on vacation, or what his dreams were for the future, or if he smelled bad, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know him that well. I just had an idea of what he was, and that's what I fell in love with. Anyway, and it can be very painful. Very painful. Yeah, anyone that's ever been through a situation like that, and I think most people have. TVAT DJ's been distant lately. What to expect when he returns? Well, when he returns, he comes in through divine timing. You lay down the law, set up boundaries with him, and things change for the better quickly. And then you may see that the love cup here is full and things start to move forward. That's annoying when somebody does that. Sister, I feel like she didn't want to accept the deck because she feels insecure about my success. And she wants to make it a point that she's better deck creator than me and she's really into art. And it's her way of saying the decks aren't good enough for me. Is that a way of putting me down? Does that seem right? I feel like, not that she thinks that she's a better deck creator, but I think that her way of, it was her way of saying, it has something to do with your success, yeah. But I don't think it's that she didn't like the deck. I don't think that she didn't think that the deck was, you know, pretty enough. Or I don't think that's what it was. I think it was more like trying to say like, oh, you're so successful, but I don't need it. You know, like I don't know if I can explain it right. I think you're right that she turned down the deck because of your success, but I don't think that it was because your deck wasn't good enough. She may want you to think that that's why, but I don't think that that's what it was. I think she turned it down because you're more successful than she is and she's jealous of it, which is a real shame. That's a real shame, because you should be supporting one another and you both can be successful. Why, I don't know why she's got to feel like that. But yeah, I think that I think that you're pretty much on that. Only I don't think that she thought that your deck wasn't worth it. It's total jealousy. It's like, you know what it's like? You know, like when you're in high school and the new girl is always the hottest thing, right? New girl comes to the school and she's so hot and everybody loves her and everyone wants to be friends with her. But there's one person that's like, she's not so great. When meanwhile, it's out of jealousy. Like, that's exactly what it is with the deck thing. It has to do with your success. If you had no followers and you had no customers and then she would take a deck. Stupid. Who's she spiting? Who's she spiting? Herself. She's an ass. Ass. You know, or like the one girl that everybody thinks is so pretty, right? Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, I wish I looked like her. There's always one in the school. And then there's one person that's like, I don't think that she's so pretty. I worked with a woman, right? Grown woman. She was like in her like late 40s. Every time a Beyonce song came on, she would be like, Beyonce can't sing. She just can't sing. Meanwhile, the rest of us were like, let's listen. Really? Always had to make a point of it. You know, it's like she's like the only one in the room that had to say that. Anyway, yeah. Meanwhile, like, I like to hear you go up against Beyonce, lady. Sister, not to mention, I forced her to do a live TikTok to try to help her, but that's not how you get. But that's how you gain followers. There, I recommended her to my other reader friends and to feature her on their blog, and I spoke nothing but good things about her to the reader that turned on me, and now there's deck exchanges, and meanwhile, Her and I spoke every single day for over a year, and she doesn't support my growth because she's jealous. She's jealous, and that's not a friend. See, she feels like she's not going anywhere, and she's jealous of you. But her lack of success is not your fault, and she's making it like it's your fault, and it's not. For whatever the reason is that she's not as successful, she's got to figure out why that is. And it has nothing to do with you. Whether you're successful or not, it doesn't affect her. But why wouldn't you want your friend to be successful? Now, is it, like, let's say that you weren't a tarot reader. Let's say that you were a famous cook, or, you know, somebody did really well with a cooking show. Would she not be supportive of it? I think she would. I think it's because you and her do the same thing, and she's competing with you, and it's jealousy. And jealousy is it's ugly, it's evil, and it's going to come back to bite her in the ass, because people can see it and they can sense it. And like, what? You don't have to be jealous of somebody. You and her both can be successful. Like, your success doesn't take away from hers. If she's not, something's not right with whatever, and then she's got to figure that out. This shit reminds me so much of yoga. Like, if somebody's class, you know, wasn't getting enough people, and they decided to take it off the schedule, or they decided to put a different teacher in there, but it's like your class isn't growing. Sometimes it's the time slot. You know, sometimes Sunday afternoon in the summer, nobody wants to be at yoga at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But sometimes if you put a really popular teacher in there, or a really good teacher, the people will come. And it's, right, it's hurtful, but it's not the failing teacher's fault that so-and-so is a better teacher. It's just they've perfected their whatever it is that they're doing, their studies, or their whatever it is that, you know, everybody is different. And especially with, like, you really learn it. I'm not a certified Bikram teacher. It's not my favorite yoga. I only taught it because I had to, but wasn't my specialty. But you really learn how different people are when you have a whole bunch of Bikram teachers, because why would you like one person's class over the other when it's literally the same thing? It's also literally a dialogue. So one teacher is going to say the exact same thing that another teacher is going to say, because it's a dialogue that's memorized. But yet we would have Bikram teachers that were really popular, and then other people that weren't. You know, why? Because of the energy of the person, because of the way that they do whatever. You can't copy somebody's energy. And sometimes that's what it comes down to. This negative bullshit around her with this jealousy nonsense is only going to make it harder for her, because it's low vibration. It's not high. So she's just like torpedoing down rather than coming up or lifting herself up. And you did what you could for her. And now it's too bad for her. Jealousy is ugly. Mariana, general for work and money for this week. You've got growth, change, and transformation coming in around your job. Got a little bit more financial stability coming in, but you could be feeling a little disappointed in something. I don't know what that is. Oh, excuse me. You got choices that come in, and you advances or career of this week that you find to be disappointing, but the money looks like it's okay. So whatever that disappointment is, it's not going to be a big deal in the long run. Lydia, yes, new Capricorn online cousin of a cop here. He seems interested. He's on my Facebook all day with okay, that's good. He may want to see you. Perseverance pays off. Things change for the better for the two of you quickly. It may be slow and steady wins the race, but he may be prepared for things to move forward. So that's good too. Got a lot of energy around you, so stay positive. Simran, what does SD think and feel about me currently? Thinks that you're genuinely a happy person. Thinks that you're smart and intelligent, kind-hearted and sincere, has a lot of respect for you. May also think, yeah, smart and intelligent. May also feel like there's a lot of room for growth, change, and transformation, and that you have a lot of potential for being successful in the future. Oh, remember earlier I was using this phone for the um, for the so I don't have to go scrolling back up for the one's for the super chats, one's for the regular people. Adonis, the connection between me and Jay for next week. Growth, change, and transformation coming through divine timing. Things look pretty good. Got a new beginning on the horizon. You got choices and a wish comes true. That situation's moving forward nicely for you. Now, will I be accepted? Will I be accepted to work for the Kanab project, and if so, when? I think in the month of November. Maybe the later part of November. Smear tea. Oh shit, it disappeared. Cinnamon, next 48 hours. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or you may be putting money aside for something. Could also be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you're moving forward towards greener pastures. It looks like you've got a creative project ahead of you that comes in that may be a lot of fun, or a creative hobby. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It'll serve you well. A water sign enters, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Coco, why did my landlord tell me that I have to leave in 60 days? Uh-oh. I would ask them. I would definitely ask them what's going on. You have a lease? I don't think they could do that to you if you have a lease. They got something going on. They have anxiety about something. I don't know what kind of a place this is. Like, I'm worried that the place may be in some sort of trouble. There's anxiety around the establishment. Is this like a legitimate apartment complex where like you go and you make a lease with an apartment, or is it like renting out of somebody's house? Because I'm wondering if there's something that they're having trouble with that house, or there's trouble around the house. There seems to be trouble, not with you, but trouble around the physical place. I would get to the bottom of it as soon as you can. You know, it's not like you're being evicted because you're a bad tenant. It's like there's something wrong with the place that you're living in. I don't know if it's in some kind of financial trouble, but there's something going on there. Amazing. We'll see offer to move in together in the next couple of months. I don't think it's going to happen that fast. Sanch for the rest of the day. Stepping into your own strength makes you feel secure and self-confident. Happiness comes in around growth, change, and transformation, and you could be spending time with an Aries. There's also a Scorpio around. Mystery, was this jealous of me when we were friends? Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Sophia, why hasn't Junior called me yet after receiving my CV almost a month now? Has just been putting it off. It's like it's in the back of their mind that they're going to call you. They just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's kind of shitty. It's kind of shitty, but their intentions are to reach out to you, so you should hear from them soon. Empress, Raquel's energy and intentions good and pure towards my brother. Yeah, more or less. Yeah, she seems pretty honest. Davy, love. Divine guidance is bringing in a new connection that could be a Cancer. Looks like passion is coming in out of the clear blue sky. The world is at your feet. Romance could heat up with a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Communication comes in out of the blue from a Sagittarius. And you have a Libra here. That may be brand new energy. I don't know if there's a Libra around you, but Libra may come in that's brand new energy. And you may have some choices. Julie, will see you contact me tomorrow. Last time I spoke to him, he kept mentioning the only day he has off is Sunday. Okay, let's see. I think he's going to contact you tomorrow, yeah. Coco. They just bought the apartments and the previous landlords didn't take care of the property. There's something that's going on there. And that's why it doesn't have any, it may be like a legal thing. I don't know exactly what's wrong with the apartments, but it could be that like legally they can't rent them out because they're not up to code, up to date, up to whatever. But I would get to the bottom of it with him. I would go and ask him as soon as possible and not wait. Because that's a really shitty place to have to be in. Sorry, 444. Sarah the Virgo, did I pass my APA exam? I think you did, yeah. It's not up to code, that's why you gotta move. That's why. Yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to move around the holidays, but it may be dangerous, and that's why. You know, it's like the way things are is like bizarre. Like the grocery store that I worked in, the bathrooms were in the back, and then they were up like a big, huge flight of stairs. God, excuse me. But because it was built before a certain date, we were grandfathered in, that we didn't have to have a bathroom on the ground floor. But so if A&P was still in business, that building would still not have a bathroom on the ground floor. But because we went out of business and another store took it over, that new store was going to have to put a bathroom on the ground floor. Which to me, it's like it's either if it needs to have a bathroom, like you should always need to have the bathroom. Do you know what I mean? Like if that's what the law says now, that's how it should be. But we never had a bathroom on the ground floor. But if you were in a wheelchair, you would not be able to use our bathroom because there's no way for you to get up the staircase. So I understand what they're saying about having it on the bathroom floor, but it wasn't enforced because they owned it prior to whenever that law was made. So that could be why. If the management has changed or the owners have changed, now they may have to upgrade it. Otherwise, it just is not up to code and it's not legal. Empress, does Cassidy think about reconciling with my brother? She does think about it, yeah. Coco, will I find a new place quickly? I think you're going to find something pretty fast. Simran, spirit messages. Where'd I put the spirit cards? Oh, there they are. Ten of Air. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. Expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. Oh my God, why do I keep yawning? The Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. Life experience. Archangel Chamuel. Significant life event. Powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Simran, love reading. A disappointment moves into the past. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. Listening to your intuition. Next relationship you enter should be well balanced and well functioning. Like a wish comes true. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could also be with brand new energy that you haven't met yet. Comes in out of the clear blue sky. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You also could have choices when it comes to love. There could be a brand new Taurus that comes in as well. Oh, you like this one? Thank you. And lately I've been loving the blue and the black one. I think is my favorite. But I also like the new black one. And I like the mint one. I don't know. I like them all. I like them all. I'm not a big fan of bangs. So the ones that have bangs, I'm not a fan of. Anyway. Mystery spirit messages. King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and your mind to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice, charity work. Ace of Earth, an inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Knight of Air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. Good God, what is going on? Davy, journal for the next 2 weeks. You have a wish that comes true, put it out into the universe. You may be very busy at work, but it's all good. Looks like you got some good luck coming in. You're feeling prepared. Got choices coming in. Anxiety moves into the past. The world is at your feet. Life starts to move forward. Looks like the hard work that you put into your career, school, business, whatever you do all day comes back to you. Could have travel on the horizon, and you may feel like life is just blowing by really quickly over the next couple of weeks. You got nice money coming in. A Libra enters, things move forward quickly, especially around business. Coco, is my boyfriend going to try to help me or try to get me to move in with him when he finds out that I have to move? He's going to try to do something to help you, yeah. Yeah, and if you have nowhere else to go, he's not going to leave you without a place to go. Yeah, he's going to do what he can to help you. Donna, I haven't hardly studied for my real estate exam on the 1st and the 3rd. Will I pass it on the first try? I only have tomorrow to study everything. Cards indicate you're going to pass. So focus, focus, focus tomorrow. I think you can pull it off. Love always within the next week, general. Got an Aries that enters. You have a Sagittarius that enters, and the love cup is full. I don't know if it's with the Aries or the Sagittarius or somebody different, but love cup is full. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. You also have a creative project or a creative hobby that may come in, and you could be figuring out or working on a side hustle that brings in extra cash. Feeling a little bit more financially stable. Negativity is moving into the past, and a wish comes true. Red, why Nell's not showing up? It may have had an issue to deal with here. It's got a tower moment. I don't know if it's a tower moment around a Virgo or if he's quiet about the tower moment. He's not mentioning anything about having a tower moment. He comes back with making you an offer that would be hard to turn down. So maybe you're still going to see him, or maybe he's still going to show up. Maybe he's just late, but he's got an issue happening here with the tower. And he's going to try to make it up one way or another. Libra, has Sagittarius been crying in his feelings over our breakup? I don't see him crying. I think that he does feel bummed about things, but I think that he also may feel like it's for the best right now. Coco, am I going to find an apartment or a house in the area, in the price range that I want? Yeah, you may find a house. I think you're going to find something. It would be nice if you could stay with the boyfriend until you find what you want, because this may be a good opportunity. You know, it's weird the way things work out. Like, you may have to leave this place and you may find something that's twice as nice for half the money or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, this could be a kind of a blessing in disguise, even though it's a huge hassle that no one wants to go through. In the long run, it may wind up paying, you know, like it may be beneficial. Georgia, the Virgo's intentions over the next couple of weeks. Things seem to move forward. Seems to be showing you a little bit more respect, and a wish comes true. Cause for celebration comes in around you and the Virgo. Even though it may be slow and steady wins the race, you may need to have a little bit of patience. You got growth, change, and transformation coming in and around the situation. High vibration the next 24 hours. Could be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also may be you may be feeling like things are finally moving forward, or like the day is productive, or you get a lot done. Six of Cups, you could hear from somebody from the past, or you may run into an old friend. Kalpana, will I get job opportunities for teaching this month? You should. Yep. Harsha, when will I start getting good results for my clients? When will I start getting good results for my clients? Possibly within the next 2 weeks, and then you should start seeing results, and then in 2 weeks, and then before the end of the year. Sarah, what's gonna be FH's next action? You should get some kind of a message, a text message or a direct message. Some kind of a message comes in relatively soon. Divine Cancer, message from my father's spirit regarding Libra S, my situation through the spirit cards. Eight of Fire, events happening at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. The King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities that you're offered. You've got the Midas touch. Life experience, Archangel Chamuel, a significant life event. A powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Donna, looking for a soulmate. Okay, before the end of this year, you have a couple of soulmate connections coming in. The love cup is full. Soulmate enters. Could be with a Gemini. Could also be with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Committed relationship comes in that brings in great happiness through perseverance. You also have a Libra here. So you have a couple of different soulmate connections that come in before the year is over. And maybe your choice as to who you move forward with. But disappointments move into the past. Things change for the better for you quickly around love. Amazing Me. Oh, I did that one, right? Empress Journal for November. I don't think I did this one. Journal for November. Your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. A new journey is on the horizon, especially around work or business. You may be starting a new job, or like one new job, but then you also may have a side hustle or something that you pick up that brings in extra cash. Perseverance pays off. Cause for celebration comes in. Communication may come in out of the clear blue sky from somebody that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around your life. Coco, am I going to get kicked out as a reason to push me to be with my boyfriend and take the next step to get married, since I've been trying to move slow with him and he wants to take the next step? So, like, in other words, is the universe pushing you towards him? Like, that's why you're being kicked out? All right, let's see. I do think that there is, I do think that there's long-term potential around you and him, and I do think that things could work out for you. But if you're not comfortable right now, it's like, I think it's fine to go into it with with the mindset of, I'm going to stay with him until I find a place, right? And you could go looking at places and you can go see what's out there and see if you come up with anything. And in the meanwhile, while you're living with him temporarily, you can see how you're feeling, and take it day by day. And if you're feeling like, what, this is working out for me, I'm happy with this is functioning, then stay there. Then you don't have to leave. But I think going into it thinking, you know what, I'm going to get my own place. I'm not ready for this yet. And then see what happens. Because you could move in there and feel like, you know what, this just works. And then there's your answer. But I think that it kind of puts a lot of pressure on the situation to work right now if you go in there thinking like that. I had a friend who, she met this guy, and like, the relationship was good. And she was looking for every reason to, she just, it was almost like she had a fear of the commitment, and like he was fine. And she was like, he wanted her to stay over all the time, and she was kind of like, well, he always wants me to stay there. And then, like, something was going to happen with her apartment. I can't remember what. I don't remember if somebody else was going to stay in there, so she still technically had the apartment, but she was staying at his place. And it was like, I was like, could you just go with it? Like, can you just, like, okay, like, I understand you like having your own space, but the apartment is still there. Just go with it. Like, just don't think so much about it. Just do it. They wound up getting married. But, it's like every time, like, there was like at every turn, it was almost like she was fighting it with resistance. And I was like, can you just go? Just do it. It's fine. And like, I'm like, something, if you don't like staying there, you can leave. You can take your place back. But sometimes it's like, especially if you've been through it before, you like to have your own space. Look, I know what's mine. I know that I don't have to leave here. Like, you know what I mean? Just see how it goes. I think I'm at Miss J. How does that feel about how he treated me? Like, has he realized that he's a fool and he's completely wrong yet? Not yet. No. No. I don't know what the situation is, but he is thinking about things, and he does feel burdened by the situation, but he's not ready to take responsibility for it. No, not yet. Julie, is he planning to ask to come over on Sunday? Yes, I think so. Yeah. Coco, I think that was the same problem with her. Like, I think that it was like, for her, it was like she could sleep over his house because she had her own place. So she could sleep over his house every day and be okay with it. But the idea of not having that place of her own, I think it scared her. Especially if you've been on your own for a while. It's a scary place to be. But, what's the alternative? Never giving anybody a chance, and never that's, you can't live like that either, because then that's not worth life. Your life's not worth it if you're just going to lock yourself in your house by yourself and not give anyone a chance. Georgia, will my tenant get funding we applied for? Yes, I think so. And I think it's going to be probably within the next couple of weeks. Sometime in the month of November. Davy tomorrow. Well, you got a Cancer and a Capricorn around tomorrow. Things could be moving forward. You got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and anxiety is moving into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It will serve you well. Cause for celebration comes in tomorrow. I don't know if something comes up unexpectedly or if you're already planning something for tomorrow. If you're planning it, it should be a good time with the Three of Cups. Smear tea. Any problems coming in for tea? Um, Tea may make a decision to walk away from somebody or something they feel no longer serves them. They may be suffering from some mild anxiety. They may feel a little bit like life is out of balance. And they may feel like they're lacking perseverance in the near future. However, they got the sun coming out, which is like happiness coming out over their life. And they're feeling very successful in the near future around business, work, school, finances, whatever they do all day. So, I don't know. They're in a pretty decent place, I think. Queen, will getting an extra job be too much for me? No, you can do it. My best advice, and I've spent most of my life working 2 or 3 jobs, crazy hours. First couple of weeks will be a little bit tough, but once you get into the routine of it, you don't even think about it. It's just, and you'll appreciate the extra money. Anthony, what is going on with Cancer's love life now, and is there any love interest around her? I don't think that she has any love interest right now. I think that she's getting over the whole thing with the Leo, but I think it kind of took its toll on her and she's having a hard time trusting. I think that she's flying solo for a while. Scared Street, will the response be good for what I'm debating on asking the Libra? Will the response be good? Yeah, I think it would be good. Pompey, next 24 hours, general. This kid's still up. Better go to sleep. Okay, the next 24 hours, slow and steady wins the race. Could be working on a creative project. It also looks like you could be spending time with a Libra. Divine guidance is guiding you, and you have a new journey on the horizon. Juliet, does R have any regret about disrespecting me? Not yet, but one day he will. It's just not yet. I know you miss her, Anthony. I know. It's not easy. Surely, when will L confess his feelings? Possibly sometime late November. Medusa, general for the next week. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life, and things start to move forward quickly. Maybe going back to school, learning a new area of study, feeling better compensated and better respected around work, school, or business. You could also have a new job opportunity on the horizon. Anxiety is moving into the past. Anxiety should be feeling a little bit of relief around anxiety. Okay, this person, I don't know what those letters are, but the question is, what A's current thoughts and feelings and next actions? What A's current thoughts and feelings and next actions? Maybe feeling a little bit stuck right now, but has a wish that comes true around the situation. Negativity moves into the past, and this person, A, feels like they made it to the top of the mountain when they make connection through some kind of a message, text message, direct message, something like that. Starts communication, and then the situation moves forward. It moves forward slowly, so have patience. Oh, you're welcome. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for? Anyone I haven't gotten to? Anyone? I think I got to everyone. If I could work with these two phones, like why did it take me all this time to figure that out? I could stay on top of things a little bit better. Amber, can I have a general for the next 2 days? Success comes in. You may be feeling undecided about something, but very successful around work or school, business, whatever you do all day. The world is at your feet. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Don't let anybody bullshit you. You could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Mel, updated love reading. Updated love reading. Well, you've got the world at your feet and success coming in around a new relationship. It looks like it could be slow and steady wins the race with a Virgo, and a new venture is on the horizon, and you're ready for a new beginning around love. Growth, change, and transformation comes in around the situation, and you're prepared for it. Listen to your intuition. Feeling like your perseverance has paid off. You also have an air sign around, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may make a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. The hard work you put into love is coming back to you, and you have a Leo around as well. So you may have some options, but regardless of, you're calling the shots and your love life is moving forward. So that looks good. Anybody else? That's it. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to go. Now, here's my plan for tomorrow. I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow because, you know, that's my holiday. I'm going to try to get on like early in the morning and then hopefully later on at night, but I probably won't be around in the afternoon. So if I'm not on in the morning, then I won't be on until the nighttime, but I'll be on at some point. Thank you all very much for being here tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.